What do you think about divorce? Why do some people choose to divorce? What do you think happens to cause a divorce? Is divorce the only option to take when a marriage is not going well? When a divorce happens, what pain will it cause and what effect will it have on those involved? What are ways that you can avoid ending up in a divorce? Do you think divorce is a serious issue or not that big of a deal?
Okay, so what do you think about divorce?
Sometimes people don't think about what's going on when they go into a relationship. Like, you can be a couple and then you're engaged and then you're married, but I think some people don't realize what happens when you're married, and I think some people go into it too fast and when they're too young, so that they're just kind of bound for divorce.
I think it's really sad because, two people think that their relationship is so bad or hopeless that they have to split up from each other and their future's just lost.
Yeah, I think it's kind of just as a give up method, as they don't want to try anymore.
I agree with Croesus. I think that not everybody has the same opinion on some things, and it makes it hard for them to live together, and some people just don't know how to work it out.
So, bouncing off the last question, why do we think some people can't compromise in a divorce? What are the reasons why they argue and end up divorcing?
I think a lot of it can kind of come from financial things, actually, because before you're kind of two separate people, and then once you get married, it's kind of all your financial things are the same, and it's no longer who's going to pay for going out to dinner. It's now, how are we going to buy a house, how are we going to provide for our future children, and how are we going to pay for everything. And it's also you're no longer two separate people, so if you make a bad decision with your financial, it hurts everyone in the relationship. So I think that can be a
big affecting factor
Yeah.
in a divorce of choose.
I think that once people start fighting, they start to ask themselves, is this person hurting me more than they're helping me?
I understand what you're saying. Is this person weighing me down, not letting me accomplish what God wants me to accomplish in life? Are they not doing what we need to do in this relationship to keep going? What's right for us in life?
Yeah, along those lines, I think that if someone, either one of the people or both of them, are making bad decisions that aren't going to benefit the whole family, it can kind of be oh, well, I don't think they're right for me, because it'll, it could be detrimental to the family. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Detrimental, yeah.
Yeah. Kind of off of what you were saying, it's when the couple can have kids, sometimes if someone doesn't make the right decision, it's kind of a parent and the kids against another parent, and I think that can be really damaging and pushes towards divorce if someone makes the wrong decision.
Can cause some people to have lose self-confidence, and without some stuff that happens to me.
Do we think when marriage is going wrong that divorce is the only option?
No, I don't think divorce is the only option. I think people think it's the easy way out. So as they don't agree on something, or they don't want to compromise on anything, they just want a snap of a finger it to be over. They don't want to work with them anymore, which is it's not how God intended a marriage to be.
I also agree. I think that happens especially with newlyweds. They don't really think about what's going to happen and how they can fix problems. I think that they expect it to be perfect, when really you have to go through the hard stuff to get to a good, happy life.
For some cases, someone may not want to work on a relationship, or maybe not want to compromise or anything, and sometimes maybe they're arguing, they feel that their kids are being emotionally hurt, and they just want to separate so they can maybe
So you think their reason for separation is because they want to protect their kids from what may occur in the future?
Yeah, I just agree with what all of you said.
So what do we think about when a divorce happens, what pain it will cause to the two people? and what pain it'll cause to like the people around them, helping them, their family, their friends, their children.
I think that the main pain it'll cause is disappointment, because they came into that looking forward to a happy marriage and then it just didn't go to plan. And I think that it is that way because God intended people to change and people to develop and become the best person that they can be, but sometimes they just don't compromise and try and fix things and help each other through the hard times. And I definitely think that your family can get hurt because they expected for everything to go well for you guys too, and especially children, that can be really hard on the parents, and it can be really hard for the kids to choose like which parents are going to stay with and that kind of thing.
Yeah, bouncing off the affecting of like kids, that would affect the people maybe not as much as like if they had like a family who lived with them or their children, because that's hard to go through like a divorce with your children, especially if your children are at an older age. Them having a say in the matter, then it's kind of harder to go through that. And like for them, it might be a little bit hard if like the one person's like is trying to figure out the relationship, the other person is, as we said in the other question, not willing to try. Do we think divorce is a serious issue or is just a minor issue in the world?
To me, I don't really think that couples staying married and having children, like for the people that I know, it's not that common for parents to still be married, honestly. And I think that I wish it would be for parents to still be together, because it's not. And that's how I can tell that it's serious, because it's not only statistics, it's in my life and I can tell.
Most relationships end up in divorce because it's not how, it wasn't the right decision at first. And then also just like maybe because like was not what God had planned for them, to their person, that person God intended them to. Mm-hmm. But God knows what was gonna happen, so.
Let the children speak.
Parents, let your children speak.